there was barely any communication between us. And I wasn't real, forthcoming with what I was doing or where I was. So I think from both ends, it was pretty rough. I mean, I hated what I was doing myself as well, even though I continued to do it. I didn't like how I was living, but at the time I didn't really see it. It was the way it was, and I was just thinking about staying well, and that was my only thought day to day. So for a while there wasn't even a thought in my mind about possibly any other way of living.
At one point, I remember I walked in on him at our house, and he was preparing to shoot up, and I said, "You can't do that here." And he wouldn't hand it over to me. He decided to leave instead. And I remember you remember that night?
Yeah, it was blizzard.
It was a blizzard. It was Super Bowl night, and it was freezing, probably 15 degrees, blowing snow. It was a horrible night, and I just watched him walk down the street with his backpack, not knowing where he was going to go, and just cried. And I, don't know if everybody could make that decision, and I don't know necessarily that it was the best decision to make. It could have ended very badly. Did a lot of praying that night, but sometimes you just have to make some decisions and do some things that feel very uncomfortable, that are very hard to do as a parent. But you feel like you're doing what you need to do to try to get them to a better place. But there were those times like that were just awful. I'd say the best part of all this is it's really strengthened our relationship. I think that we communicate better. Not always, but overall, I think our communication is much better because it's something you kind of learn and practice throughout this thing. So I feel like, from my perspective, I really appreciate the time we spend together. That's in large part because we almost lost him several times. So it makes you more grateful for having that time together. So, but I think definitely for me, this process really has given us a stronger relationship.